I'm here, alright. I just need to eat something. I swear I'm here. You know how it is. It's coming up to stream time. I haven't eaten anything. I probably should. My last food was like a handful of wine gums in the afternoon. Why am I trying to switch source? I don't need to switch source. It's a PC game. Alright, this is a DOS game running in DOS. It's going to be tricky to get volume right straight away. And then going to need to add source. And because it's a full screen game, I have to Alt-Tab. Yeah. A few things about this. This is the DOS version of Reloaded. It's been re-released on Steam. Previously, the PlayStation version of this game was... I need to quit the game and reopen it because I hadn't enabled my Xbox controller. This is how fidgety it is because it's based... It's DOSBox based. It's not like a native port. It's the original DOS version XE running in a wrapper, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Why is it? Is it going to the live stream? It is. Okay. Tons of errors here. It's what I get for trying to do everything quickly. Which one is XSplit? That one. Okay. Now this is working. So the controls are... They're basically mapped to... to buttons on the controller. They're keyboard keys and keyboard directions being mapped to controller inputs. So it's not native control. You're not going to get analog stick control out of this. But that's to be expected when it's just a game running in a wrapper. CD music should work because there is an ISO file stored within this game's directory. But I've noticed with the sampled music, it tends to skip. Let's use the sampled music first so I can show it. I can give it as an example. And then the credits is just going to show the credits for the original DOS release. Escape exit, which is back. Okay, on the controller. So here's our characters. Sister Magpie, Bouncer, the Consumer. That's me! Mama, Butch, Cap and Hands. And there is one other character in this port that's playable if you put in a cheat code. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Consumer. Oh, I see what she consumes. FUB, fabulous, ugly bastard? The guy who framed you ejected his brain pod. It has been tracked to the desert planet of Keybutt 5, renowned as an artist's retreat throughout the galaxy. Hey, Draven. It has been detected to the east of your start position. Get there as quickly as you can. Handle the natives. Find out what he is up to and prevent him from leaving Keybutt 5 at all costs. So try to play this with an analog stick. Awful. You've got up, down, left, right mapped to the analog stick. And then to go diagonal, there's like... You've basically got to try and wiggle the analog stick constantly in the... Whereas if you play with the D-pad, you get your smooth diagonal movements. Again, that's just... that's the nature of this being the original DOS game running in a DOSBox wrapper. That is an issue that you'll come across with this. Does it detract from the enjoyment of the game? No, just play with the D-pad forehead. If they did add smooth analog control, that would be awesome, but they don't have to. It's still perfectly playable like this. Being the PC version, this is based on the version of the game where the difficulty isn't ridiculous. And also the secret character is playable in this version. Whereas I'm reliably informed that due to a glitch, the secret character is not playable in the PlayStation. So you get an extra playable character here as well. So Reloaded has been released on Steam before. It was released by Console Classics, who have a tendency to take old games, run them in an emulator, and sell them, whether they have the rights to do so or not. And there's some question over whether or not they actually have the right to sell Reloaded. From my understanding, the only people who have the rights to release Reloaded right now are Funbox Media. And whoever it is they've partnered with here, I can't quite remember. So the PlayStation version is on Steam, and right now, as part of a sneaky bit of shittiness, Console Classics have reduced the price of their version to try and convince people to buy their version instead. And it's rather funny that this has only happened now that Reloaded has been re-released by Funbox Media, and I think the timing is very suspicious. I think they have faith that they do. Because, I mean, they were selling Gunbird for the longest time as Mobile Light Force. And, I mean, Saikyo never lost the rights to publish Gunbird. They kept the rights. And now the rights are with City Connection, I believe. You know, Console Classics re-released Gunbird as Mobile Light Force. I got stuck again. Oh. It's annoying when you fall off a cliff and then you have to go all the way back. Yeah, that whole Sausage Hunter situation is hilarious, but don't draw attention to it. Wait until the Sausage Hunter dev decides, oh wait, you know, that's a mistake, and then everybody can buy it when it's 30p again. And then it'll be a big F you and middle finger to the dev of Sausage Hunter. You can't raise your game's price by 1,000%. And then expect it to still sell when it's a Unity template. Red Dead Revolver was probably published by Capcom in Japan. Red Dead Revolver has always been a Rockstar property, and it was published by Rockstar in the West. It might have been published it might have been published by Capcom in Japan, because Capcom published the Grand Theft Auto titles in Japan. Not all of them, but the PS2 era they did. Because it might have been Capcom that insisted on the Haitian-friendly changes in Vice City. The, as the fans call it, Haitian-unfriendly version of Vice City is the best version. That's the version on Steam that somehow, to this day, still contains the licensed music that it shouldn't contain anymore. Don't tell Rockstar. Although for a while you couldn't buy it because they thought, oh, we'll just make everyone buy the remastered edition. I don't know if the remastered edition is Haitian unfriendly or not. I've never bothered to look into it because it was such a botched port. Whereas this is just the original DOS version of Reloaded running in a wrapper. So basically it's flawless. And of course you've got the higher resolution, you've got the 64480 that this game supported on PC. Naturally the PS1 was like 320, 240 resolution, something like that. Some games supported a high resolution. I know that Worms Will Party did. But not a great number of games supported a high resolution. Some games would change the resolution for like the loading screen or the menus and then drop the resolution down in gameplay to keep the speed and performance. This game runs at full resolution, full speed. The cycles seem spot on. Like, whoever put this together in the DOSBox wrapper did a decent job. The controller mapping is not amazing, but it's playable. You've got things like zoom out and zoom in on the triggers. You can zoom right out. You're still limited to the original draw distance, even though modern PCs would be more than capable of drawing the entire game's map at once due to the way the game is coded. You're stuck with the original limitations. It's not a big letdown. It doesn't get in the way or anything. I wonder what these slug things are. What are the other buttons? Oh, a strafe. But it doesn't quite work. Yeah, you constantly move forwards and then you tap a direction to move up or down. Oh, I see. It's left and right on where you are. No. It's left and right full stop. If it were left on right on where on where you were, that'd probably feel a bit smoother. Hey, Tack. You mean will Xbox make a new Japanese Japanese game that's exclusive to Xbox? That would... I mean, they've been shopping around, haven't they? They've been shopping around Japanese developers and publishers. We know that. Message retracted. Is it, or did you just write that? I think we all know the answer to that one. The enemies wouldn't keep dropping shit on me. Oh. That's a bomb. Got it. So I've been this way. Been up and right as well. Yeah, Tango could. I mean, you say Japanese developed games, will Microsoft do that? I guess they already did, because Hi-Fi Rush came out this year. That's a perfect example of a Japanese developed game that's exclusive to the Xbox architecture, at least on console. I'm a little bit lost, I must say. There was something in the reviews from the time when this game came out where people criticised the very open, confusing way to go nature of this game's levels compared to the original Loaded. I played the original Loaded, but this Reloaded, apart from 5 minutes to test it worked, I've got no experience with this original. So Oh, there's a dash. Okay. Suppose that makes getting around not too bad. Lost Kingdoms. Now there's a title I promised I'd play. I did definitely promise I'd play that one. No, I haven't got around to it yet. I mean, you knew that before you called. Does it fit a Halloween theme? Is it scary? Real-time strategy? No, it's alright. I'll play Lost Kingdoms. Real-time strategy? I'd rather slit open my nutsack. I'm good. No response for guilt yet. You'd know if I received the key, because I would have posted it in the Discord. Always do post when I get a key. No response on guilt. There's about 12 pending requests on Keymailer, and I've heard nothing from any of them. Garbage you liked. Wait, is it like so bad it's good? Because I might be able to consider that. Where do I go now? Let me have a look around, see if I can figure it out. Hey, sushi! Can't destroy this thing. Okay, so Reloaded 2 Reloaded wasn't released on Saturn. It was going to be ported to Saturn. An attempt was made to port it to Saturn, but by the time it would have come out, the Saturn was already dead in the US. So it ended up releasing on the PlayStation and DOS. Oh, this looks like a way I can. Any game that lets you play as a Xenomorph can't be that bad. I do have fond memories of playing as the Xenomorph in AVP 2000. Being able to run up walls and shit was pretty fun. Thanks for the grubs, the bridge is fixed. Oh, I was collecting them for some dude. First I've heard. Thanks for fixing the bridge, loser. Killed 126 enemies. Actually, I had to collect the grubs and then I had to go back and meet that guy. But I collected them first, then I met that guy. Cheb has taken over the pacifists who have made this place their home. Treat them badly. This should attract Cheb's attention, giving you an opportunity to blast him. The entrance to a secret base lies somewhere in the Oasis. Use a lucky charm to get to it. So I have to find the lucky charm. This is my first time sitting down with this game for any actual, like, significant length of time. This is the furthest I've ever gone in Reloaded. I would have loved this back in the day. I wonder why I didn't get this. I mean, I didn't have a PlayStation until very late in the PlayStation's life. I mean, like, Tekken 3 and Spyro the Dragon had already come out, you know? Not for want of, you know, trying. Yeah, when I was a kid, I couldn't exactly afford a game console. Yeah, all the time you've got a Nintendo 64 and a Dreamcast. It's like, you don't need another video game console. And that reminds me, anybody familiar with Lorne Spicer of like those reality TV shows where she like goes to somebody's house and then tells them they don't need shit and forces them to sell it? Lorne Spicer, on one of these stupid fucking shows of hers, told some kids, right, to sell their game consoles because they had more than one, and they didn't need more than one game console. Needless to say, if I ever meet her, she's getting at least one slap. At least one slap. A game on Xbox that is like Little Big Planet, that'd be interesting. Yeah, a lot of those reality TV shows were, you know, quite staged. What a bitch. Nah, YouTube doesn't like that comment. What a horrible person. Ding! YouTube allows that comment. Doesn't matter how staged it is. You know, Lorne Spicer probably wouldn't even remember what she said on that TV show. Doesn't matter whether she remembers or not. She said it. So she deserves at least one slap. It's only fair. Oh, that's an interesting graphical glitch. I wonder if that was present in the original version. Because, I mean, it's all software rendering, right? I don't think this game used, like, the original DirectX. I think it was just a little bit too old for that. Katie Hopkins. That name rings a bell, I must say. She wasn't the one that called that Indian Big Brother contestant Poppadom, was she? That was somebody like that. Somebody with a name like that. I don't know if this game has hardware acceleration on DOS. It probably did. I mean, a game didn't have to be running DirectX to have hardware acceleration. I mean, DOS games used fancy hardware like years before this game. Oh, that was Jade Goody. Right, okay. At least you knew what I was talking about. At least you knew who I was talking about. Ranted about children's names, I can rant about children's names as well. Are you ready? The amount of people who have called their daughters, like, Elsa. Like, there's gonna be a generation of young women working at Starbucks, right? Who are gonna be called Elsa. Walk into Starbucks, there's going to be a lady there with a name badge on. With the name Elsa. like, oh, the Elsa in W.H. Smith was quite nice, and the Elsa in Starbucks is quite nice. I'm going to go see the Elsa in Waterstones next. Body count 60. You failed. Prospects. Fragrant Gust. Oddly fitting. Chev has been tracked to his secret base. The engine he had strapped to his back earlier has now been installed in a ship capable of getting off the planet. You must locate it and attempt to render it incapable of getting off planet. It is believed to be located in a secure pen. We are not exactly sure how this technology works, though if you dish out enough punishment, it should prove to be no problem. If you get the drift. Wow! Did I just die? Oh, I've got enemies that can fight back now. Oh no! How do I find out how much health I have? I know it was more a matter of, like, what they had to work with, but there really is something about... Oh my god. There really is something about, like, 2D pre-rendered sprites on 3D backgrounds that just does it for me. I'm not sure what it is. And video games in this era were all about jungle, you know? I really appreciate how much jungle there is on this game's soundtrack. Very much an element of its time. What this tells me is I can't sit around on this level. Oh, the amount of children that might have been called Gollum. I feel like that's something, I feel like you should be able to arrest a parent for, child neglect if they call their child Gollum. That feels like child abuse. Oh gosh! Was Die Hard Trilogy soundtrack like this? Ooh. I'll play any game from this era that has jungle on its soundtrack, because it's going to be a good game by virtue of having jungle on the soundtrack. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike has jungle. Ape Escape has jungle. This has jungle. It's basically a written fact that if your game has a jungle soundtrack, it's a good game. Yeah, jungle. So, it's sort of like Breakbeat. It's like a spin-off of Breakbeat. Breakbeat, Big Beat, and all those other sort of sampled soundtracks. All those sampled styles of music. technically the genre of music in Ape Escape isn't jungle, but it's such a close offshoot of jungle that I consider it jungle for the sake of the argument. Is actually a Japanese subgenre of jungle. Yes, so drum and bass is another offshoot of sort of breakbeat. Breakbeat, drum and bass are sort of quite connected, and then jungle is an offshoot of that. Jungle, you've got a lot of breakbeat going on. You've got a lot of Amen break, at a high BPM, with the treble turned all the way up. I mean, I would argue that there's, like, about 6 genres, and then everything is just, like... We don't want to be called that specific genre, because we're full of ourselves, so we're going to call ourselves post-rock. Even though literally it's just the same thing as alt-rock, which is basically just rock. I just upset a lot of music fans by saying that. And that's okay. What music fans? Yeah, if there's only one bit of this game that I'm enjoying the most, it's the soundtrack. That glitches a little bit, but it's still good. There it is. Glitching. I missed what you said, actually. When? What did you miss me saying that you didn't hear me say, so you can't tell me what you missed? Oh, there's a dish up there. And revenge is a dish best served cold. Gollum Frodo. Oh. Gollum, Frodo, Legolas Jr. Don't laugh. I'm not going to dox a relative, let alone their child, but one of my relatives has, like, given his children, like, really stupid names. I sure hope that that none of them are watching. But poor kids. Naming them after footballers, famous detectives. Poor kids. You said something about making music fans upset. Saying that alt-rock and post-rock are just rock. Which, I mean, they are just rock. Sorry, music fans. Oh! I had that thing where it tries to alt-tab me out of what I'm doing. I love that glitch. Did I Did I mishka any dishkas? I don't think I did. I think I got them all. You just heard Anna barking. Yeah, I see it. What the fuck? One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. XSplit! XSplit! You don't hear a glitchy noise for long. It can't be helped. Classic XSplit. How about now? Tell me what you can hear. X-Potato! Prospects teddy bear? Oh, the game audio... Oh, and the game audio's better. It was almost louder than your voice. Fuck me dead. I missed most of that. Find a way into the foundry. Okay. How about now? Better? Tell me what you can hear in the background. So you don't hear Anna right now. And you don't hear people driving past in loud vehicles. Yeah, and there's barking right now. And loud vehicles are driving past. So now the NVIDIA thing as well. I had to look into it. I can't install the NVIDIA noise removal on my laptop because my laptop's graphics card is an RTX card. So, Wii game streams are going to continue to be interesting, but yeah. I've also got a fan going, by the way, on setting 2 out of 3. Can you hear a fan? It's working. Yes! It's working! What is it with games in the 90s wanting to look grungy? I'll give it credit though, real-time lighting, admittedly simple, but Yeah, I would have been all over this back in the day. I wonder why I never had it. I picked up Loaded out of a charity shop a few years back. That was one of those early PS1 releases where they came in like VHS tape-sized cases. You know the releases I'm talking about. Where the PS1 games came in like tall vertical cases. They didn't for very long. But Loaded was one of those, I think. Got a couple of DVDs in cases that shape. I've got like Dr. Y in the Sacred Scriptures or something like that. Some Asian kung fu movie in a case like that. It was annoying to stock shelves with them. Hey, that's a valid reason. Yeah. It's a pain to display them in your house as well. I'll tell you what I've been watching a lot of recently. I am hugely into the AI Dragon Ball Z streams at the moment. They are an experience. They are something else. So why there's some things I can destroy and some things I can't? Was that just to get around there? Yeah, I think it was just to get around here. Oh no, that teleported me back? Oh no. Apparently not, okay. I was freaking out, but it didn't send me back. Yeah, so basically a bunch of Dragon Ball Z characters exist within like a 3D space, and they talk to each other with a script that's generated by ChatGPT, using voices that are generated. And they speak about topics that are requested on Discord. And there has been some banger topics. Oh, I wonder if anybody has recommended that Piccolo talks about his inert balls. That would be a good topic. I'd recommend checking out that Dragon Ball Z AI, because it's entertaining. How do I get into the foundry? Is there a way to teleport out? So we've got to go up now. Unless I'm technically in the foundry. This evil foundry! Not always clear what you can and can't shoot. You know, some objects you can't destroy, some objects you can. But they all stand out like you can destroy them all. This screams PS1. Originally released on PS1, yes. This is the DOS version, running in DOSBox. It has been re-released on Steam 2 days ago? 3 days ago. I've had it for a week and a half, but I've been busy this week, so it's been hard to get around to it. But I still appreciate it all the same, Funbox Media, for providing me with a key for this. just kicking myself for not playing this back in the day on PS1, because I definitely would have enjoyed this as a kid. It's just mindless enough with fancy, like, full-screen effects and jungle soundtrack. It's just fancy enough. What's down here? Nothing. Why is there a platform there? Just Cause. Now there's a game I should play through. The original Just Cause is great. It's just... it's trashy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Run into that one. Destroy that though. Health? Do I need it? No, I don't. Okay. It was worth dropping down just in case. I wish I liked Just Cause 2. I just don't like the grapple hook. And then they made that such a core mechanic. In Just Cause 2, in Just Cause 3, in Just Cause 4. Just made that the entire game's personality. You know? And I never liked the mechanic. Maybe if I took another shot at Just Cause 2 today, maybe I'd get into it more. I remember playing a lot of 2. I do remember that. I mean, 1 and 2 are on 360. Which is, you know, how I play them. .360 Just Cause is one of the most weirdly broken in a specific way games ever. Maybe that was a poor sentence, but... There is a bizarre glitchiness to Just Cause on 360 that I don't think is necessarily true about the other versions. Admittedly, I haven't played the PC version, so I can't speak for it. But the 360 version just seemed inherently broken. Is the original Just Cause buggy on PC? There is a weird combination of you get in a specific car. I think it's an ambulance. You drive off a specific road into the water. The game hangs. The screen goes green. And all of the game's achievements unlock at once. And then your game is stuck in that glitched version until you turn the Xbox 360 off. The hell even is that 360 version? You can basically climb up vertical cliffs by doing a snaking motion with the analog stick. You can basically climb up cliffs. And NPCs that you shoot, they just fucking T-pose or A-pose and just bounce around like beach balls. Just Cause 1 is so broken. I love it. Oh my god. These flamethrower enemies are something else. Just Cause is broken in annoying ways, mostly crashing and not loading the cutscenes. That's amazing. I don't mind having a bad time every now and then. I'm game for playing through Just Cause. Though wouldn't be getting any achievements in it. So what happens? Does the game crash, or... does it just skip the cutscenes? Are they like big videos and they just go stream? I don't like this hot corridor mechanic. It's kind of shit. Oh, cutscenes get automatically skipped. I would definitely say this level is when this game has stopped being fun. Like hitting a brick wall entirely. a mechanic about hot corridors that I don't fully understand. I get it, it's a foundry, it's meant to be a hot place, right? There's enemies walking around with flamethrowers, which is just awkward to kill. The corridor wants me to get sweaty. Let's get sweaty. Oh, come on. And they could just fire their weapon infinitely. With no cooldown. I think I used up most of my lives and continues in this one level. A teleport tile? What, and risk getting teleported all the way back to the start of the stage? Please be the end. Almost blast-proof door. That's obviously not the solution. I'm very confused. It doesn't show me where I've been on this map. Oh, it sometimes does. Mercenaries, that was, Pandemic Studios, right? Developers of Saboteur. Heard extremely good things about the two Mercenaries games. Those spinning printer toner keycards are hypnotic. They sure are. I just wish I knew where I had to go next. Clearly it's through this door. It's on the corner of the map. It says almost blast-proof door. I can't shoot it. My bombs do nothing. Depending on where I walk, my character just catches on fire. Oh. I have to be up there for a sprinkler. The Saboteur is an awesome game. Depending on how I feel on the day, right, it could be my favorite, like, Assassin's Creed clone. Sprinkler activated. But how do I open the blast door? Or the blast-proof door? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. It's... Sure, it's not the great... How would you describe it? Action adventure? Stealth adventure? It's far from the best game in any of the genres that it attempts to be. Sometimes it's Grand Theft Auto. Sometimes it's a racing game. I guess it depends on its mood at any one given time, but sure, it's not the best of any genre that it attempts to be. But it's still incredibly fun and very artsy. And the whole ending in, like, climbing the Eiffel Tower. And just, you think you're gonna have this, well, I guess spoilers for Saboteur. You think you're gonna have this big, amazing shootout, right? You think you're gonna have this moment where you topple the Nazi regime. And it's just this incredibly depressing scene. Of the enemies having already given up. It's glorious. That ending is such a tonal shift, and I love it. This feels like I'm making progress. Nope, it was just collectibles. Wait, no. Oh, don't tell me the sprinklers are a temporary thing. definitely one game I would play through again. It's been such a long time. Normally I don't stick with games that are sort of Assassin's Creed-like. I tend to lose interest before the end. But Saboteur is one I stuck with, I think. I mean, I remember the ending. Oh, that stayed turned off. Okay. The blast door's open now? Because there will be a point where I will just say, "And thank you for joining me!" And I will just cut it. Stepping on that one tile. Okay. Somehow that works. Game over. That means I lost five lives per continue, 5 continues. I lost 25 lives in that stage. There's one thing I want to check out, because I'm not gonna fucking try to get there again. Trying to figure out is, do the cheat codes work in this? No. It's supposed to. There it is. Right, okay. I want to play a level as Frank. Just because he's playable in this port. He was the main character in the original loading. Yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. Oh, I pressed the button for the map at the start of... and then didn't know to switch it back, so I didn't see how much ammo I had, or health, or lives, or bombs. That's funny. Frank being playable is a nice touch. Suppose I could load my save. Now I kind of know what I'm doing with that stage. Oh, I have to wait for the bar. And then I shoot at full strength again. I see. I mean, I shouldn't just give up. But I'm in half a mind to. You've seen this. It's a straight port of the DOS version. And the price seems fair, and if it goes on sale, I'd recommend picking it up. If it looks like fun. It's definitely better than the PS1 version, which has a broken Frank cheat, so you can't actually play as him without having to use, like, GameShark Action Replay. This version has better resolutions, better sound. And to be honest, I feel my energy sapping away from me. I'm not sure I'll be able to give this game the attention it deserves. Oh, I can barely get my words out right now. Been a dull day. Yeah. I should have known I was just letting it run out. And I think I'm gonna be in the mood for Existential on Wii tomorrow evening. Am I nuts? Yeah, I feel like I've seen enough here. This is a much easier game to recommend than, say, Martian Panic was. Same publisher, so it's not like I'm picking an unrelated game out of the hat. This is definitely an easier game to recommend. A couple of bucks in a Steam sale. That sounds about right. Definitely get this version and not the Console Classics version. Because it's not based on an inferior console port. I'll see this level through. But yeah, I am exhausted. That's 3 grubs. Let's get out of here. Oh, finally made a strip. Don't do this to me. I'm so tired. I was about to quit. Hey, how's it going, Koi? Yeah. This was originally released on PlayStation 1 and DOS. This is the DOS version. Running in a wrapper, in a DOSBox wrapper. This re-release came out on Steam 3 days ago, and I received a key from Keymailer and Funbox Media, who are the publisher. And I wish I had more energy. But this definitely would have been my scene when I was a kid, though. I'm still kicking myself over never playing this back in the day. Had no luck on Keymailer. I've had little luck on Keymailer, but I've had some. Examples: this, Martian Panic, Heist, Kitty, Cats Go Astray, Brock the Investigator, just to name a few. I've had much better luck. But a lot of the big names on Keymailer have definitely been ignoring my requests, which is gutting. There's a new Double Dragon game, and I put a request in for that, and I haven't heard anything. Rainmaker, I applied for Pacer, and I got a key for Pacer. That was, great game. Very sort of Wipeout meets F-Zero, but why does it need to have its own launcher? Why does it need to be integrated with a, like, multiverse project? Why did this 2020 Xbox One release need to be re-released with its own, like, integrated launcher and that sort of thing? It's very interesting, so I had to check it out because I had to know what the... why. I had to sort of dig into why it was being released in such a way. What about it made it imperative that they publish it that way? And I never quite figured it out. What it was. You only apply for console keys. Maybe that's why you're not getting anything. I've had some great luck with indie developers on Steam and smaller publishers on Steam. I feel like it's a walled garden thing. Like, the publisher behind Pacer wanted to, well, behind Pacer Classic, wants everything taking place on their own platform, on their own servers, on their own multiplayer servers, you know. As a publisher, they'd have more control over where their game is played and how their game is played. That's the only reason I can think of. I'm not entirely sure. I had the strange feeling they were British, but I'm not sure what made me think that. I didn't dig into it. I mean, I probably should, but I'm exhausted. You know how it is. Well, first impressions of this version of Reloaded, it's exactly what you pay for is exactly what you get here. It's the DOS version running in a wrapper. That is by no means a bad thing. Reloaded is pretty good, and I think if I was a little bit more awake, I would probably enjoy it a lot more, but I'm tired and I want to go to sleep now. I'm tired and I'm going for a nap. Until next time. If we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.